Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the high ground. I am your host, the Baron of Cloud City himself, Abu Nas. Yes, sirree, ladies and gentlemen. After that little barn burner of me tossing Chuck Wendig's masterpiece of a book, Aftermath, into the river and let it just sink into Davy Jones' locker with like the rest of his bitch-ass career, we got another epic video coming to you right now, starring your boy, yes right, the writer and director of The Last Jedi himself, Rian Johnson. My peoples on Twitter already know what went down between me and, Mr. Johnson there. And yeah, it was a barn burner. Twitter got lit up. And I'm going to go into details of all of that good shit. But now, with this crazy shit right here, I would like to say that I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. But this time out, I don't know. So all of you guys try to bear with me as we proceed to give y'all all the info that you need. But first, let's get stuff out of the way out the gate. In my notes, I wanted to touch on a few things real quickly. Regarding the rumor of Meryl Streep, they're supposed to be recasting Carrie Fisher's role as Princess Leia. So they want to give it to Meryl Streep, The Rock. Now, my favorite video bloggers that I look at all the time, shout out to, all my new subscribers. I haven't even begun to even thank you enough for coming to hang out at the channel with me, to hear me ramble on and lose my mind over, all these issues involving Star Wars. So shout out to you all. Also to John Talk Star Wars. I've been watching him pretty much consistently for a little while, and he's been dropping some great stuff. So shout out to you there, John. I live in hyperspace, as always, dropping the knowledge. Stephanie Janisek, no words need to be said. She rules. The Gospels according to Mark with a C. My brother is ripping it. So I'm trying to do what I can to add my voice to the ever-growing boycott that we're trying to put together as far as Solo and Episode 9 going forward. As far as Meryl Streep goes, look, she's a great actress. She got enough awards to validate her skills in that profession. But in terms of replacing Carrie Fisher's role as Princess Leia, that would be a disaster if that was to come to pass. Not like I said, nothing against her as an actress, but there is just some things you just cannot replace, and Carrie Fisher is definitely one of them. It would be so jarring to see somebody else act as Princess Leia other than Carrie Fisher. It will take you completely out of the movie. Even when you go in there with the right intentions to say that this is just a character anybody could play. No, not anybody can play Princess Leia. In fact, no one can play Princess Leia other than the great Carrie Fisher. No, it's a travesty. You know what? If you really can't do justice, knowing that the woman that played Princess Leia has passed on and became one with the Force, then you might as well either write her out or get to the CG and make it happen. It worked with Tarkin. It worked with Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia in Rogue One. You might as well just do that. At least the family, from what we heard back in the days, was on board with it. But Kathleen Kennedy, at the time that it happened, she said, no, we're not going to do that, blah, blah, blah. Well, don't try to get Meryl Streep in that, because it's not going to work, no matter how hard you try. Because it's like shoehorning in something over a trilogy that's already garbage. But it is what it is. So with that being said, yeah, you gotta move on from that rumor, because it cannot happen. And if it does happen, they're pretty much just boop, 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 putting the final nail in the coffin. That's it. Even though the sequel trilogy is trash at this point. But in my head, I will resign to say that they're trying to pull out all the stops to make episode 9 the greatest movie of all time, which, even if it was, one movie cannot make up 2 wasted efforts. The sequel trilogy is still gone. It's still, it's still a fail. It's a failure. The second thing, before we get out to our boy Ryan, I just got finished watching honest trailers, and of course they had The Last Jedi. They showed both 2 voices. One, there was the original voice, and the one voice that narrates it that we all come to know. And they gave 2 perspectives on the people that love it as to us that absolutely despise this shit. And it was not a bad video. As a matter of fact, like I said, it went to great lengths to show both sides of the spectrum. And I've enjoyed it. I didn't like it for a very specific reason. But as soon as Dan Murrell, I believe, he sent a tweet out saying that, The Last Jedi has gotten so much, bad press, and he wants to show us, the fans, and I wrote this in my notes, he wants to show us, the fans, how big the world is. And in essence, that these big movies isn't everything important to the world. So we should, take it down a notch. Don't hate on it so much, and let's move on. Let's just pick another topic and think about episode 9 and Solo and all that. No, because I was watching his commentary on it. I didn't even get 5 minutes in until he started opening up his mouth to bash the prequels. I turned him completely off. Why? Because Honest Trailers spent the last 10 fucking years, to bash George Lucas and the prequels. Almost fucking non-stop. Whenever they got an opportunity to show anything involving the prequels or anything talking about it, they bashing it mercilessly and not giving a fuck. So, my thing, because I made a reply behind that, I told him, let me tell y'all something. You're not my father. You don't get to tell me how and when I want to, or how, deep I want to express my hate for The Last Jedi is. Because you motherfuckers ain't had no problem saying what you wanted to say about the prequels. And y'all kept that shit going for 10 years. So you don't get to tell me anything about The Last Jedi. I says what the fuck I want. I do's what the fuck I want. And there's nothing that you motherfuckers can't do shit to stop me. On no level. And I'm going to tell it to whoever will listen. Whoever can understand that this shit is an abomination. It's simple as that. You don't get to tell me nothing. If anything, you allow us to voice our opinion in any way that we choose and see fit. I don't have a problem with you bashing the prequels, even though I hate everything that comes out your mouth. But you saying what your opinion is. We're doing the same. We're just getting real louder by the month, by the day, by the hour, by the second. And it's as simple as that. But you had, your shows, and when you did the Honest Trailers, like I said, you bashed the prequels mercilessly. Here, you just gave them 2 sides of the coin, but you didn't really get in The Last Jedi's ass. But you guys was pretty much, on the fence. But you rolling like a shill, so you don't want to upset the establishment, but yet you don't want to seem uncool because this movie's fucking trash. When the DVD came out, there could be no other scene in the movie that will have such an impact as Luke mourning Han, and you decide, Rian Johnson, not to put that in the movie. But it wasn't important for him to mourn Han, to give it the context as to why he was still in that mental state, because, he was trying to kill Kylo, and then to find out that his best friend and the father of the said child he was going to kill died. So yeah, it would have been an emotional emotional scene to show you just how conflicted Luke Skywalker is, which he shouldn't even be in that state because it was all bullshit. But since you filmed it the way you filmed it, that would have gave it weight and context. Nah, I don't want to put that in the film. I don't want that shit making sense. I want him squeezing some titties. Ooh, good. I want him doing that. Because I'm an auteur, and I'm trying to, because that's pretty much what Rian Johnson did with The Last Jedi. He wanted to be subversive just for the sake of doing it. So he don't have to look like he's pushing out the same type of shit. Like JJ did with Episode 4 2.0 and Death Star 3.0. So yeah, he threw out JJ's playbook, did his thing, been subversive for the sake of it. All his choices, he wanted to look like he was the new Stanley Kubrick, the new Steven Spielberg. Because the critics was raving about him all day, and it gassed his head up something fierce. That's why he's saying the shit that he's saying, And obviously, we don't got Kathleen Kennedy, poking out of the ground hole or wherever the fuck she's at to let us know that, she's still supporting this asshole. Which he probably is, because like I said, he's still running his mouth. Calling motherfuckers and all that. I mean, come on. Now he's on Twitter. Wait a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. But let me get back to Dan Murrell and the Honest Trailers. I pretty much am resigned to say, you stay out of this. Let us hate this shit and take it to the next level. I agree. I don't believe that you should come out the gate if somebody says they like the film and you call them all types of motherfucker, I hope you die, you a stupid piece of shit. No. Let them make the first move. You just tell them that the shit is trash, and look, if you enjoy it, God bless you. It's a piece of trash, plain and simple. But then they're going to want to try to argue and try to convince you that it's the greatest movie on earth. And you just simply tell them, stop it, man. I mean, I don't want to hear your bullshit. Then if it triggers them, they start, running their mouth. That's when you get at them. That's what I do. That's what I do from the point, Like I said, I have to look at it from the standpoint that if you felt comfortable using 10 years of your life to bash George Lucas in the prequels, guess what? I'm going to spend another 3, because I'm not going to do it for 10 years. I got other shit to do. But I'll spend 3 of those years fucking bashing this movie to the end. You're not getting no pass. I'm not letting you ride. No. Well, damn, Abu Nash is only a movie. Fuck you. No. Because you could have set this down, because we tried to say the same thing about the prequels. But nah, y'all wasn't trying to stop there. Char, yes, CGI, bad acting, Hayden sucks, George Lucas can't write or direct. Y'all was on y'all bullshit. So you know what? I gets on my bullshit too. Fuck Rian Johnson. Kathleen Kennedy's a whore. I'm going to get on my shit. I don't give a fuck about your feelings about it. It's that simple. But other than that, yeah. I said what I said to him. Ain't nobody try to respond to that. But I kept it as diplomatic as possible. But I told him, yo, fuck off. Let us do what we do. Don't worry about us. We good. You handle your business. You want to be shills for Disney and fake Lucasfilm? Yo, go right ahead. Dudes don't give a shit about y'all. But you give a shit about getting these exclusive passes and this, that, whatever. Yeah, Collider, all of them. John Campion, I gave up on that boy. I pretty much want to just write something to him and say, take your fat ass back to Canada. You know what I'm saying? Nobody needs you with your bullshit here. You want your backstage passes? You want to suck on them so hard? You want to get all the exclusives? Go right ahead, knock yourself out. But now, let's get back to the nitty gritty. Let's get back to the shit I know y'all guys came here to see. Because I put it down in my description. Rian Johnson versus Abu Nas. Holy shit. Let me click on him and see what's going on. All right. The main event, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So look, this is how that bullshit start, right? So I'm, on Twitter, checking out my people's, handling their business, letting them know how much The Last Jedi sucks. And You see, I see a tweet by this kid named Eric Vespi, which is kind of funny because obviously I went on his page because he was running his mouth reckless, and I saw that his name was actually Quint because he was a writer or a reviewer or whatever the fuck, from Ain't It Cool News. The ironic part about this whole thing is that I actually like some of his reviews, on certain movies and stuff like that. Like I said, I think the man has a great eye, for movies and stuff. He calls himself a movie geek and shit. I mean, I love movies. I mean, I might be a geek, but I'm not too hung up on trying to look at different movies and shit. Like I said, I got more important things to do. I'm running the streets. I'm working. I'm handling my business. So I get what I get, but if I like it, I'm gonna study it and give my perspective and all that. But all right. But other than that, like I said, I saw something from him, and then he responded. Who did he respond to? He responded to somebody that hated The Last Jedi. Then all of a sudden, Rian Johnson comes on because he made a tweet of a GIF of somebody crying, because that's supposed to be us that hate The Last Jedi because we're a bunch of crybabies, we're man babies. So Rian Johnson jumps on that bandwagon because according to Eric, Mr. Quint, they was having a private conversation. You on fucking Twitter. How private can your shit be? Especially if one of my peoples get on you about the whole crybaby thing and he's trying to tell Ryan, your movie sucks. Now I wasn't even involved. I just caught the the tag. So that showed up in my feed. Then I saw Rian Johnson's tweet. And it had a man sucking on a bottle, wearing diapers. You've seen it. If you're on Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter, if you look, like I said, I may retweet it just to show y'all. A guy in diapers, pretty much butt ass, riding a polar bear with diapers on. And he said, I don't even have to look. This is what Rian Johnson said. I don't even have to look at what these are in response to. Somehow I just know. But he posted man baby. All right. I saw that. You already know. I was gonna go in. It was like not even a thought. So I told him, I was like, yo, Ryan, you posting that shit up? you really want to take it there? Coming from a dude with a beta male cuck voice. Deleted scene. I told him about the deleted scene. A deleted scene of Luke mourning Han that should have been in the movie, but you chose to have Luke squeezing titties and talking about I just came here to die. And you wonder why you get the backlash. The fuck out of here. The reckoning is coming, bitch. Oh, but that set off his shill, his chief shill, Mr. Vespi, Mr. Eric himself. He replied to me with a gif of me crying. I'm looking at this like, what the fuck? You're doing the same shit. But here come Rian Johnson now, piggybacking on him. This is where the war starts. He said he replied to me, it's all good, nap time is coming. What? All right, beta male, it's on like Donkey Kong. But then his other shill jumped on back of him. His name is Andrew Herring. He said, damn, Ryan, I love you. This is his exact tweet. Damn, Ryan, I love you. Let him know. Quit crying and make your own movie. You wish you could write as well as Ryan. I was like, oh, shit. The hero worship is real. The shills is like OP today. I had to get in his ass. I was like, yo, dude, bring it down a notch. Y'all sucking them off. You sucking them off hard, just like you sucking it. This is what you doing. That's all you doing. The hero worship is outstanding. I said nobody's not crying. I'm not crying. Please give me 200 mil to make this movie. I'll retcon everything and do this shit right from the jump. I'll make 2 movies under 200 mil and make that shit the greatest of all time. Why? Because I'm not gonna disrespect the legacy characters. I'm gonna make secondary characters that have the fucking arc that makes sense. I mean, come on. What kind of foolishness is this? I mean, get up out of here. I mean, you got what you wanted. It was the greatest thing of all time. 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics love it, but the audience hate it. You tell me, partner, what's the deal? And you talking about my writing. Look, I'm an amateur writer. All I'm doing right now is building a story, a mythology. I'm going on the road of J.R.R. Tolkien and G.R.R. Martin. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing. You know, what, a black man can't, make a epic high fantasy mythology? You know, somebody dared me to do it, after I saw Lord of the Rings back in the days. And I said, well, if they could do it, shit, why can't I? And I've been doing this for the past, 15 years. So now I'm actually writing my first novel. It may work, it may fail, but I'm, putting my best foot forward. So I know I'm not on no Stephen King and, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not on no R.A. Salvatore or Terry Brooks or James Luceno or Timothy Zahn. I'm not professional like them. But I'm sure as hell better than old Chuck Wendig. Yeah? Holla at you, Chuck. Yo, your book is still at sea. But, yo, don't worry about my writing. I'm good. It's like whatever I'm going to put together to service the fans and still give them something new and interesting to tag along with. You could do both. You don't have to choose one or the other, but according to Rian, that's how he thinks. Never mind that. So yeah, Eric Vespi jumps back on board. You can't get anybody to watch your YouTube rants, my dude. I wouldn't hold no breath to that movie deal. How did you know I was doing YouTube videos? Unless you went on my page. Sneaky bastard. It's all good. I'm glad you gave me props and you went on my page to check it out. Thanks, dude. All you doing is boosting up my visibility. So it doesn't really make a difference. And I said, as far as me making a movie, I mean, my dude, I ain't waiting for no movie deal. I got a great day job. You understand? I'm working at my law firm for almost 24 years. My pension is vested. I'm good, my dude. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much do something better than you. You're a writer. You just write movies and you just do reviews of things. You know what I'm saying? Hoping to, try to get a job at Lucasfilm. Because if you hugging on Rian Johnson's nuts as hard as you do, yo, just go ask your boy to just give you a job at Lucasfilm. To be part of the story group. Then again, maybe not. Because the story group got to get the fuck up out of there anyway. But me? Nah. My expertise is criminal law. My expertise is prisoners' rights. My expertise is, parole revocation. Handling real life shit. You understand? My job is a lot more better than yours, Eric Vespi. So yeah, I'm good, my brother. You stay writing shit for movies that don't have no real life consequences behind it. You know what I'm saying? I deal with that real shit every day. So nah, I got a great day job, my dude. I'm good. But hey, if I made a movie, I'm just gonna do it with good characters and even better character development. That's gonna make The Last Jedi suck even more, But if you watch this video, which I know you will, because you a nosy little motherfucker that can't stand it, and you know I was gonna shout you out in the video, so I'm keeping my word. I'm a man of my word, boy. You heard? So go ahead with your bullshit. You can't say nothing to me that Rian Johnson can't do. Nothing. All y'all little bitches can do is block or mute. That's it. So, and then he bounced out. You and your friends will have fun screaming into the void. This is how much of a dumbass he is. If you know what? If you hugging on Rian Johnson's nuts like you do, you should know that he do tweets. If you're gonna do your hero worship and you're gonna follow your hero's every word, get the tweets right at least. It's shouting into the void. You said screaming. Step up your hero worship game, Eric. All right? But beyond that, yeah, Rian Johnson was on some bullshit. So what? You didn't think that we was going to get in your ass again? I mean, you're supposed to be a professional. You don't see Spielberg, Lucas, Kubrick, who else? Ridley Scott, freaking Martin Scorsese. You don't see them dudes running up on Twitter fighting with the fans over shit that they don't like, you know? But you stay on that shit all day. Just trying to impress your little shills, and they clapping for you and shit. Oh, Rian Johnson, you're the greatest. And you gassing your head up even more. Meanwhile, the real fans is keeping it gully. We just stomping on your ass. Yo, your shit sucks. Then the Blu-ray comes out, Blu-ray DVD drops. You bitches, you didn't go to number 1. You ain't at number 2. You ain't even at 3 and 4. You guys started off at number 5. You're not even going up the ladder. And once again, to add insult to injury, Jumanji smoked you bitches. Snapped you out of the water. Jumanji, yes, the same movie that took you out of the number 1 spot in week 2. I mean, how lame can that shit get? But yet, everybody on the fucking planet that likes this shit is still trying to convince your dumb ass that you had a success. 1.3 billion. You didn't make no money. Shit. The whole gross for North America was not even 700 mil. You got, like I said, Black Panther blew your ass out the water. Most movies blew your ass out the water. But it doesn't really matter. The truth is the truth. Your shit sucked. And you dropped this Blu-ray that basically validates everybody's opinion of why this movie is trash. If anything, I don't even know why you put out the deleted scenes. Why did you do it? Because, this was the greatest thing, and I wanted all my fans to look at the process and why it was deleted. And then, why was it deleted? Because it was shit. And the only one that should have been in the film, you didn't put it in the film because you wanted the other shit to be in there. That made it more shit. I don't even know. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, J.J. Abrams was writing the script, knowing in the back of his mind that he fucked up with the little interview saying that we was threatened by women and this, that, whatever. But yeah, he's trying to bring this shit on home, knowing that you making the rounds and saying what you saying, and in the back of his head, how am I gonna fix this shit? Oh, I got Chris Terrio helping me write it, but really, I don't know how to fix it. I gotta bring Luke back some type of way. I gotta resurrect Snoke some type of way. I gotta resurrect Phasma. I gotta do something because you have no other characters that's interesting or good enough for people to follow. The only people that's gonna go see episode 9 is the Raylo shippers. You know JJ got something for them. They ain't gonna have a sex scene. They're just gonna be touching, kissing, putting tongues in their mouth, and the Raylo shippers is gonna be happy. Then they can go home and make their erotic versions of it. Meanwhile, the rest of us, we sitting up here like, I'm not paying for this shit. But don't you want to see how the trilogy ends? No, I don't. None in no way, no fashion. So whatever it is you got to do, my dude, do it. But everything else, I can't help you with that, But it is what it is. Now, my peoples, they got on it, and it was like, okay, we're going to start the boycott. Solo's coming up next. I mean, how many copies you think you're going to get the Blu-ray to sell? I told people to bootleg that shit. YouTube already got half the shit up there now. and the trailer, oh my God. The thing that really got me was how they did the Last Jedi Blu-ray DVD trailer. They pretty much laced it with all action shots, throwing up lightsabers and stuff like that. I'm talking about a total smokescreen bait and switch. Because the people that saw this movie already know that, what are you doing? But you ain't put Canto Bite in there. You ain't put that in the trailer. You damn sure didn't put in Luke squeezing some titties. You ain't put none of that in there. Nah, all you doing is trying to hook them while they're young. Hook the people that didn't catch the movie, or you thought that you corrected the mistakes. No, you didn't. It's the same movie, just with extra shit in it. That makes it more shit. Oh my God. But here we go. I just looked at it from the standpoint that whatever you're going to do, I mean, and like I said, the other show's coming out. One dude told me that I was, damn, what was, he said that, because I said something about the titty, squeezing the titties and drinking the milk. He said it was just blue milk. It didn't come from titties. No, this is what I said. I said it was just blue milk. He said it was blue milk, and you have to squeeze it out of the alien cow in order to get it. And this is like universal. I said no, it wasn't. Episode 4 didn't do that. Episode 4 didn't show Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru squeezing the alien milk cow and getting the blue milk. No, it was a beverage. It was a beverage. They took it. It's like get it from their local bodega. It's a beverage. Ain't nobody said anything about titties and nothing. So where did it come from? No, they had no problem with drinks being of different color because obviously, even with the prequels, they had, like a nightclub and people was getting their drink on. What, you gonna say they got that from Alien Titties too? Come on. Now we just they ain't do that with Force Awakens, but yeah, here we go. Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker. Ooh, give me some of that. Squeezing it hard. And I told this dude, come on, man, it's not that serious. But that's okay. He got mad at me because he wanted Luke to be the hermit that he was. And he said that George Lucas signed off on it. I was like, no, George Lucas didn't sign off on it. He was supposed to be the Obi-Wan type. Obi-Wan was a hermit in episode 4, but he did a hell of a lot more than what Luke did in this movie, But if you like this movie, go right ahead. No, he couldn't let it go. He said in this tweet, the entire concept of Luke as a hermit came from George Lucas, you stupid fuck. That's his exact tweet. Your boy Abu Nas. Oh, so you talking out your ass now. Okay, here we go. He said that literally was written in his sequel trilogy scripts. He said, say it with me, Luke Skywalker was never ever intended to be the perfect Jedi Master. I said, oh my God. I went on this kid's page just to see who the fuck he is. He looked like a goofball. I'm gonna try to retweet his thing he said to me. And look at his page. He looked like a total fucking goofball, like he's from the circus. I just basically said, look, Luke and George Lucas treatment, he was Obi-Wan, okay? But you like him squeezing them titties, go ahead with that, because you got a really goofy face, and I don't know why you even trying to get at me like the way you did. No, he wasn't. Nice try, though. Because I told him, I said, the way you look, you don't get no pussy. You don't get nothing. All you doing is sit up there and just pretty much flapping off the Luke squeezing them titties and drinking it. That's pretty much what you're doing. No, nice try though with your insults. Also, women and sex don't interest me, so your petty insults mean nothing. Really? Women and sex don't mean nothing to you? All right. I don't even know what to call you then. I mean, if you're working for the other team, then, you can go ahead and say it. There ain't no shame in that in this day and age. If that's how you ride, that's how you ride. You might be the woman in the relationship. Who knows? But okay. I don't know what to call you, but just fall back. You ain't got shit to say. I mean, it is what it is. But the blue milk is just blue milk. It was just that Rian Johnson wanted it to come from titties to satisfy his little bullshit fetish. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's the type of shit he on. But either way, it is what it is. But I know that Rian Johnson probably muted me or blocked me at this point. And I had to pretty much smack around him, his shills, because he couldn't even answer my tweet on why did you put the Luke Morning Han scene in the movie? To give it weight and context. You couldn't do that? That was fucking impossible? But yet you wanted him to suck titties and, and drink milk and come on. And that's when he said, nap time is coming. So you can't answer my question. You had to go into there. with your little bullshit threats that pretty much amounts to nothing. Like I said, you ain't got no business on Twitter. You're a fucking clown. You know? No self-respecting director will just keep trying to bait the fans to try to stoke the fire, because that's all you're doing. And I'm retweeting this shit. I'm getting the word out. This is your hero. This is what he likes doing. Not even admitting to the fact that his movie fucking sucks. And everybody else that's gassing his head out, telling him, I mean, come on. At least certain people are starting to come into the knowledge that, damn, why do you gotta stoop to the fans level? You know? You're supposed to be a professional. Nah, that goes in one ear and out the other. But yeah, either way, folks, I can't with this dude. You know? But like I said, you know, I got my little taste of how people were so deluded into thinking that they made something good when it really wasn't. And when the fans break it down scene by scene as to how utterly incoherent and poorly written and directed this movie is, you can't take it. So you got to throw up the gifs of kids crying, throw up the gifs of men in diapers to make yourself feel, I guess, a little better, knowing that you catching heat from every area of the spectrum. And you know what? You want to stay keep getting that heat forever and ever. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, this is your boy Abu Nas. Goddamn, 37 minutes. Okay, I knew I was going to go overboard, and I'm sorry. I beg for your forgiveness. I'm getting ready to get off now. I'm so glad that you guys, if you hung out this long with me, then shout out to you all. And hopefully I was entertaining enough. Gave you a little bit of the juicy gossip that your boy Abu Nas had to go through with your boy Rian Johnson. You know, Abu Nas versus Rian Johnson. I love that. The title alone could probably get me some hits. But I ain't even stressing on that. You know what I'm saying? I want to just give love to all the real video bloggers that, you know, is dedicated to this and giving me great things to think about and news to chew on, so that, you know, when my turn comes, I can give you a little something to chew on as well. My music wrap up is gonna be uploaded in a little bit, so hopefully you like it. You know who I'm talking about, so there's no need to even ask. And other than that, much love, much respect. I will see you guys around in the next video. Peace and love.